This is South Florida Sunday. We thank you for being with us, and we'd like to welcome our next guest. Linnell Chauncey Zellner is here. She's going to talk with us about Forgotten Soldiers Outreach and their partnership with Velocity Community Credit Union, about a lot of other things that they're doing to help make our community a better place. So welcome, Linnell, to South Florida Sunday.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Well, we are glad to talk with you and get to the backstory and the inspiration and the history of Forgotten Soldiers Outreach. How did it begin, what its mission is, and tell us about all the great things you're doing here in our community.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. For many of the listeners, many may know who we are. We are actually going on our 20th year come October of sending monthly week care packages to our deployed military. And although we're locally based right here in South Florida and Lake Worth, we are nationally known. And to give you a little history, back in 2003, we just entered into Iraq, if you recall. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I was a full-time property manager, and one of my coworkers' son was serving in Iraq, and he was calling home seeing some really bad things at that time. And so at that point, I just felt led that I wanted to do something for him and his buddy. So I started talking to people, and I started preparing a little bit of home care packages. Well, the next thing I knew, I was speaking to a group of people, and there were teachers there from Palm Beach County. So the next thing I knew, Palm Beach County School Board jumped on board with the program, with their SAC program, their aftercare program. All of a sudden, children started writing letters, items started coming in, and more names of our local soldiers. At that time, we had our National Guard right here that are stationed right here in West Palm Beach that were deployed in Iraq. Mm-hmm. And so names started coming in of other military personnel that needed support. And it was pretty much a domino effect. And that was in October of 2003. The local media jumped on it. And by January of 2004, we became an official not-for-profit organization. An attorney came aboard pro bono, CPA came aboard pro bono, and set us up as an actual not-for-profit organization, meaning it's tax-exempt when people make donations. Well, that was January of 2004. March of 2004, Good Morning America got a hold of us as a grassroots organization, and we became nationally known. And the rest is history. Since then, we have benefited probably close to 500,000 of our military to date.
Well, it sounds like an amazing program, and I know we've had someone from from the Forgotten Soldiers Outreach on before, and so we're so glad to have you back on again. Are the care packages standardized, or do they vary from time to time based on what is available? What basically makes up a care package?
Well, through the years, we've tweaked it to benefit what our recipients would ask for. So pretty much they're all pretty standardized unless someone requests something. And let me backtrack for a second, because how do they get to become a recipient is when we first started, family members would register their loved ones. Mm-hmm. What's happened over the years, and really over the last 7 to 10 years, is soldiers, and I'm using the term loosely because we do cover all branches of the military, mm-hmm. but soldiers would register themselves to receive a monthly care package. Chaplains started registering those that they see don't hear their name at mail call. And the team leaders have been registering those that don't hear their name at mail call. And they often will ask for specific items, like they need socks or they need something in particular, and we always try to accommodate them. But our general care package always includes letters of encouragement, which we are really blessed to receive from schools throughout the country, especially from our local area, of course, but from all over the country. We receive letters of encouragement. We have an educator's link on our website that teachers love because it's an opportunity to teach children history, geography, current events, grammar, letter writing skills. But we also include the basic toiletry items like toothpaste, toothbrushes, things like that. And snack food. A lot of the snack items that have peanuts, nuts, baby wipes is probably one of the most important items we can send, the travel-sized baby wipes, because many of our recipients are in remote areas and have no access to running water. So they depend on the baby wipes to be able to just wash themselves. That's very critical, and a lot of people don't think about that, but we all get to bathe every day, and not all of our troops can do that. So our list of items is on our website, ForgottenSoldiers.org, but it's lip balm, chapsticks, you name it. Most of those items are all included in a care package, and our care package has at least $60 worth of items in it, very compact.
So someone could go on the website and see the list of requested items and purchase those items and then donate them to you, and you get them on to the soldiers.
Exactly, and we make it real easy. We have our list on our website, but people can, if they don't want to go shopping and do it go to the store themselves, we have an Amazon wish list, and that's what a lot of people have been doing. They go directly to Amazon, they pull up Forgotten Soldiers Outreach on the Amazon wish list section, and our list is there. It's drop shipped right to us, right to our office.
Oh, that's awesome.
And yeah, it's perfect, and it's what we really depend on that. We depend on, our local community has been incredible over the years. The schools do collection drives, businesses. Velocity has been incredible. They're one of our big supporters, Velocity Credit Union, and they collect items, and they also do sponsored packing events where they donate a certain amount of money to pack so many care packages, as well as bringing in items. And it's a great team-building exercise for local businesses, whether they're a small mom-and-pop business or a business like Velocity Credit Union. And it's great we just had the National Junior Honor Society, and from Palm Springs Middle School. They do it every year. And they collect items, they come in, they write letters, and they do packings. And it's just a great way to be able to show your support for the freedom that we have. And our troops are in so many different areas of the world right now, and some of them are not in really good locations. And that little bit of home that we can send them is critical. But I got to add one other thing about what's in our care package. It's a staple item. Girl Scout cookies.
Yay.
Who doesn't like Girl Scout cookies? Yeah.
Wow, that's really a taste of home.
Exactly. That's what I tell people. What's more patriotic than Girl Scout cookies?
Right. Well,
but, since 2007, we've been the main organization tied in with the Girl Scout Council of Southeast Florida. So when the girls are out there collecting cookies for the military, we're the organization that the 18-wheeler drops off the pallets of Girl Scout cookies. And we make sure every package has at least 2 to 3 boxes. And then we'll send large boxes to the different units. And, like you said, too, I mean, what's more, that piece of home. Mm-hmm. So that's imperative.
Now, while we're talking about donating items, purchasing and donating items for the care packages, there are other ways that folks can support this great program, including sponsoring a box. Tell us about sponsoring a box.
Exactly. To sponsor a box, actually, as of right now, we're still at $25 to sponsor a box. But we've been at $25 to sponsor a box probably for 15-plus years. And so starting June 1st, it's going up to $30 because everyone knows how postage keeps going up and up and up. So we've been directly impacted. But people, they can go to our website, and they can donate directly to the website. $30 sponsors a box. Or they can mail a check in, or if they want to get a group of people together, we've had people come in, do a birthday party in lieu of gifts. They ask for sponsorships from their friends, and they'll pack care packages. $30 sponsors a box. And so if they want to come in with $500, they get to do so many boxes. But it's a great way for them to be involved, see where their money's actually going. And I guarantee every single person who has been through our warehouse and has participated has not left the same.
That's great. And now's a good time to give out the website.
ForgottenSoldiers.org. www.ForgottenSoldiers.org.
Now, we wanted to ask you about Forgotten Soldiers Outreach and what's going on in Ukraine and refugees and that situation. So tell us what's going on there.
You know, it's just so heartbreaking to know what's going on right now in Ukraine, and I hope everyone continues to pray for them. You know, a lot of our troops, matter of fact, we have a local unit right now that is deployed out they were in Ukraine. They pulled them out right before the base, and one of the bases in Ukraine was bombed. So they're right now out in the outskirts. They're in Poland and Germany and so on. We have a lot of troops that have been deployed out because of what's happening in Ukraine. And so it hasn't really, in the way that it's impacted us, is that we have more troops to support. And a lot of them, but we haven't been directly impacted by not receiving the items, which is interesting in itself. Mm-hmm. But we are impacted in the way that we see more troops that are deployed in the outskirts. And some of the items that we ship to them, they share, and they're sharing with the people, the Ukrainians. If they don't need those particular items, they're sharing them with the Ukrainians, too. Oh, wow. Especially the ones that are right along the border of Poland. Mm. So, you know, it's just one of those things. It's just really sad. But we are seeing a serious impact of an increase of deployments as a result of Ukraine. But we have not received, we're not experiencing an impact of not receiving items. But while we're talking about items, I have to add we're critically low because our list is over 1,300. We're almost at 1,400 recipients.
Wow.
And which is a high for us. And last month we shipped out 1,364 care packages. And that went out last month. In order for us to do it again, we have to have the items. And as quick as items are coming in, it's going right out the door. And so that's how the Ukraine has actually affected us, what's going on there. But we still have troops right now in Iraq and Qatar and Kuwait and Jordan and Nigeria and Djibouti and the United Arab Emirates and South Korea and Kosovo and other locations. And we have a lot of ships out there. And our troops, that's the least we can do. And maybe the Ukraine, what's going on in the Ukraine can wake up everybody and realize, you know, our freedom is not free. And we have troops out there fighting for our freedom right now. And let's, you know, join efforts and help Forgotten Soldiers Outreach. Help us reach out to those men and women who are, many of them putting their lives on the line or in harm's way. And at the very minimum, they're away from their families. And let's help boost their morale and let them know they're not forgotten.
I couldn't agree with you more, Linnell. Thanks for being with us and getting us up to date on what's happening at Forgotten Soldier Outreach. Thank you and your team for all the great work that you're doing to support our Forgotten Soldiers. We want to urge everyone listening to go to your website and find out the best way that you can help support all this great work that's being done. And we also want to thank Velocity Credit Union for supporting all the great work being done by Forgotten Soldier Outreach. So there's a lot of support going on there, and we're going to wish more support coming your way. And give us that website one more time, if you don't mind.
No, not at all. www.forgottensoldiers, that's plural, .org. And I thank you so much for helping us get the word out. And thank you, Velocity Credit Union, for their continued